Hey, what's up? I I want to make this video. I don't know when I'm gonna share it or if I'm gonna share it, but I want to make it because of the way I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling it's a weird feeling. It's like I want to do something, but I want to do nothing, and it's the anxiety. So I want to talk about why. Back in April, I had an experience that I don't really want to get into. Let's just say I had a mental breakdown that led to a mental breakthrough. I lost my job when COVID hit, and I've been on unemployment. So as a result, I've been home a lot, and instead of taking care of my shit or even really looking for a new job, I started smoking a lot of weed. Now, I've been smoking weed every day since I was 19, with the exception of my 2 pregnancies. I quit when I was pregnant, but outside of that, it's been every day. And I am 42 years old. So, needless to say, that's a long fucking time. When I was married, my ex told me I needed to go to rehab. And I started with an outpatient program. Couldn't stay sober. Mind you, I'm not a drinker. I don't do any other drugs. It's really weed has been my safe haven. So then I went inpatient. But nobody really takes, at that time, it's different now, but at that time, I was in rehab and I really wasn't taken seriously. All these people with these hardcore addictions and alcohol ruining their lives and lying and cheating and stealing, and I wasn't doing any of that. I was just a pothead. I was just what everybody started as. They didn't take me seriously, so I didn't think it was serious. I was released after 2 weeks. They couldn't even find a reason to keep me there. I built my life around it. Been justifying it. I have been a loyal, hardcore supporter of it. My life is full of people that don't care that I smoke. My kids know I smoke. They don't care. Because you're not gonna die, right? So, like I said, in April, I basically had a mental breakdown. I realized that I was spending a lot of time on social media, focusing on other people, focusing on trying to pop off, trying to make the right content, focused on my spiritual growth. I was convinced that I was doing everything right, and then one day I just lost it. I didn't want anything anymore. I hated my house. I hated everything. My furniture. I wanted to change everything. I was ready to just get a dumpster and throw my whole life away. Start over. So I disabled my social media. I deleted all my friends on Facebook. I was like, fuck y'all, you're not even my friends anyway. Nobody paying attention to me. I shut it all down. And it was great. There was peace in my head, you know? And I started focusing on me. Focusing on what I was eating. Focusing on my yard. Planting flowers. Focusing on my kids, my house. Cleaned out all the closets. Cleaned out my room. Got rid of my cable. Got rid of stuff that I was still holding on to from my marriage. I got rid of clothes in the basement. I was really fucking productive, you know? And then I ran out of things to do. And when I ran out of things to do, the only thing I had left to clean out was myself. And I started thinking about the events that led to that breakdown. And honestly, I don't know how much of it's real and how much of it was imagined. So I decided a couple days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, I decided, I had smoked that morning. And that afternoon, I decided I want to clear my head. So I'm just not going to smoke for the rest of the day. What's the big deal? I ended up taking a nap, thinking that I was going to take a nap and I was going to wake up and I wasn't going to be high anymore and I was going to keep on going. Took a nap. I woke up. I still felt high. 8 hours, 10 hours went by. I was still high. Not only was I still feeling high and foggy, fucked up, but anxiety started coming, I started getting anxiety. I started feeling nauseous from the anxiety. And that's when I realized that it was a much bigger problem than I imagined. That's when I realized I had spent my whole life justifying something that was only crippling me. I mean, I was waiting for it to be legal. I was the one saying I'd be smoking weed till I'm 100. up the next day, packed a bowl. Morning ritual shit, you know? I took 3 hits. And I went into panic attack. I freaked out. I felt like I was gonna just die. My body doesn't want weed anymore. My mind doesn't want it anymore. My heart doesn't want it anymore. And I realized I need to quit. And it's just, it sounds so, I don't know what. Like I said, nobody has a problem with me smoking. If I tell someone I'm trying to quit, it's giving me anxiety, just fucking smoke then. What's your problem? What's the big deal? It's just weed. Weed isn't addicting. Well, when you smoke every day for 25 years, guess what? Compared myself to other potheads. People smoking 8 blunts a day. What was I smoking? An ounce a month. I don't have a problem. Well, here I am. Day 2 of sobriety. And my head is still foggy. I keep getting these rushes of anxiety that I don't know what to do with. I try to eat. I can't. You know, I've been reading a lot of people have trouble sleeping when they come off weed. And weed was never that. For me, weed was like coke. Weed always brought me up. I never smoked weed to go to sleep. I smoke all day and then stop at a certain time and actually stop like 2 hours before bed so that I could fall asleep at that crash point, you know. So sleeping hasn't been a problem for me. I've actually been going to bed at 10, getting up at 6. I just woke up from a nap. And I don't know of this terrible fear that it's gonna be such a shock to my sister. I'm just gonna die. Or I start thinking about how much I've been ignoring my body and how much weight I've lost, and I've just been ignoring it. I've just been living on weed and coffee and cigarettes and thinking it's okay. And right now I feel like I don't know how I'm gonna make it through. I feel scared because I realize how much of my life I've wasted in a complete fog. And I'm afraid that I've destroyed my future. But the only way to change my future is change my habits, right? I wanna record this journey just to hold myself accountable, because nobody holds me accountable for my marijuana usage. Nobody sees a problem with it. I have an excellent relationship with my kids. It hasn't been a problem because and I'm realizing, a lot of times addicts use drugs to numb their feelings. And I've always justified weed because I felt like it took me enough out of my body for me to look at my trauma and work through it. And I have, or at least I think I have, but I don't know who I am without weed. It gave me my edge, because without it, I'm just that dork that everybody always made fun of. And I've worked on my shit, man. I've worked on my shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody else says about me, but to what extent? Now I'm wondering now, not giving a fuck. What has not giving a fuck done? Has it actually helped me, or has it pushed everybody out of my life? Fuck you, I do what I want. Where's that gotten me? It has benefited me, and it has helped me stand up for myself and set my boundaries. But it's also had me isolated, and weed has had me isolated. I live in my own world, and that's fine, because you know what? Here in my own world, in my own space, nobody can fucking hurt me. I've spent so much time looking for people to relate to. I've spent so much time needing people to understand me, needing people to hear me. I wasn't listening to myself. I was just making excuses for shutting out the world. So, I have 2 days sobriety today. My head still feels foggy. And I'm just tired. Tired of fighting my mind. And I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen next. But I'm gonna try and talk about it every day. let's see. Let's see how I am, by the end of the month. Let's see if I can make 30 days. I hope I can, because I don't want to live like that anymore. Weed is a plant, right? I had no idea it was ruining my life. Not even my life, because I feel like my relationships are together. My life is not falling apart. I didn't know it was ruining me. I didn't know it was ruining me until I tried to stop. So hopefully I'll be back here. Day 3. Hopefully I can eat again. Hopefully I can feel motivated enough to fold my laundry. So yeah, that's it for now. And if I freak out again, I'll be back.